Hey guys, it's your boy MKS. In this video, I want to talk about some of my goals for the future. I know I've already covered a few of these before, but I want to, for any new viewers, perhaps or new subscribers maybe, or just to remind myself of some of my goals or some of the new goals or how they might have changed over time. Things like I was actually going to make a video late last night to plan for today, but I decided not to because I thought if I go to sleep, I tried to go to sleep a bit earlier, but I still didn't manage to quite get up that early. I got up about 9 o'clock, but not too bad. But anywho, I try not to waffle. But I thought I'd talk about some of my goals for today and the future generally. As I mentioned before in some of my previous videos, on Thursdays I like to plan for the future. So I hope people out there, as I always say, will enjoy it and hope to spread some positivity and positive vibes. But anyway, I'm going to try and get on with the list. I haven't really planned it, so I'm going to try and think of some of my goals for the future. And it's a difficult one because I think like the difference between goals and dreams. Goals are more sort of realistic. So, but I suppose what is realistic is debatable, or it's kind of who knows what you can achieve when you put your mind to it. Anywho. Hopefully I'll get on with the list, and apologies I haven't planned it as well as I'd like. I did think like I was trying to think of the name for it, or to maybe call it my list, my goals updated or something like that. But anywho, so number one, I hope to plan today as much as I can, and as ever, make the best use of today and every day as best I can, and ride as much as I can, and do as much as I can, not waste too much time if all possible, or preferably no time really. But I know sometimes you feel like having a break or whatever, but I hope to do as much as I can to support people across Asia, as I've talked about. Number two, in the future, as I've talked before about how I dream to support people with dyslexia and ADHD and autism, I hope to support them to reach their full potential. And I suppose they say money isn't everything, but I dream to, as I've talked before, about supporting them to become entrepreneurs, and if they wish to do so, to become to learn. I know I haven't done it myself, obviously, but to look at how they could become maybe even millionaires or billionaires in the future, but mainly to enjoy life as well. That's, I suppose, the main thing. I'd love to go to parts of Asia and Africa and play football with the youngsters and help them to enjoy themselves and brighten their day and that sort of thing. Number three, on that note, I hope to somehow find a way to write to people like Richard Branson and other dyslexic millionaires and dyslexic billionaires such as Branson, John Chambers, Charles Schwab, and people like that, whatever you think of some of them, to encourage them to set up their own training centres. I thought of potential names like the Richard Branson training academies for entrepreneurial excellence in Asia, or whatever name they decide, or whatever name. Maybe we can have a vote on it and decide. But these academies would train them in the skills that those people have developed to reach their potential, and maybe not just in business or enterprise. It could be in things like acting, so having sort of mentors to go to Asia to teach people in a chosen field. And it might not just be famous people or even financially. I suppose there'd have to be some sort of success, if you like, depending on how you define it, in their lives to teach people. So it could be people who are dyslexic but have become teachers, or scientists, or doctors, or mathematicians, or whatever else, and trying to pass those skills on if they can, or do what their best basically to teach people across Asia. Number four, again, I hope to work each day towards these sort of goals that I have, and see what new things I can learn and that sort of thing, about communicating with people and finding mentors and things like that. Number five, I hope to get people of color, dare I say people of color, to make like YOC YouTubers of color. YOC YouTubers of color would be obviously people of color on YouTube, or maybe even encouraging people of color who are not on YouTube to create their own YouTube channel, and encouraging each other to subscribe to, like, share, and just generally support each other's channels as much as possible. And maybe not just people of color, but other groups that often face disadvantage. I know that's a bit of a controversial idea, but it could be people with dyslexia, dyspraxia, or other disabilities, all three of types of disabilities: physical, mental, or learning disabilities, to support each other and subscribe to each other's channels. Like, I would love to subscribe to and just generally support every YouTuber of colour, YOC as I call them, or YouTubers with disabilities, physical, mental, or learning disabilities, as I say, or people who I think are decent people as well. If I think they're a decent person as well, whatever their background. Obviously, if they got quite right-wing ideologies, as a person of colour myself, I'm not going to support those, obviously, but supporting like YouTubers of colour would obviously cover Black, Asian, mixed race, and Native American people like that. And I think if we support each other's channels, we can do quite well. And show we support each other as a community, and then other people might be, like sponsors and investors, might be more willing to support us. Number 6, as I said before, I just hope to do the best I can each day. Hopefully my videos will be at least half decent, and hopefully I'll make plans on Word and share them with people on Facebook, as I often do, and do the best I can, as I say, to try not waste any time like sitting down and possibly overthinking or watching too much. And I know I like to watch YouTube, but I also like to write at the same time, or at least think of ideas how I can help other people, hopefully, as well as myself, and that sort of thing. Think about writing or YouTube or things like that, and possibly also learn other things I can do to keep myself busy and helping other people. What are the best ways to help other people, and hopefully listening to other people's views. Number 7, hopefully God will keep me safe and bless my channel as much as possible, and my projects, and give me reasons to be hopefully not arrogant, but sort of at least think of things that I'm proud of, not just things I'm embarrassed about or ashamed of. Like, I know there's a time and a place for those sort of things, and reflect what you could change. But I know pride, the Bible says pride comes before a fall, but I'm thinking like pride, to be proud but not arrogant. Hopefully that makes sense, as well as the rest of this. I'm also hoping that, if I can, not to repeat too many points. So I hope I find something new, obviously, to talk about. I know I have some sort of very refined sort of goals, or sort of, I know I talk a lot about writing and YouTube and how I'd like to support people in African technology, and that sort of thing. So I hope I can discuss other topics like politics or things like that a little bit without offending people. Number 8, on the note I said in point number 5 about YouTubers of colour and disabled YouTubers supporting each other, and I've made videos before about dyslexic YouTubers. Like, if around the world, if 10% of people are dyslexic, then you've got about 700 million people approximately around the world. Obviously, not all are going to be of the right age to make YouTube, or have the ability to make YouTube, or have the equipment or whatever. So helping them to do so would be great as well, including young people. Obviously, they can't be too young, but if we support each other as a community, we've got, let's say 70 million people or so around the world who could help each other. I think that's probably enough to make a good channel. And if I look at, I'm hoping to encourage as many people from what I call the 4, which I've talked before about, like from Africa, Australasia, the Americas, and Asia, but the indigenous people from those places, and also just generally as many subscribers. Obviously, all are welcome, but as many people of colour as possible. And around the world, probably about 90% of people are people of POC, people of colour. So that's a huge amount of people. Obviously, not all of them can afford to go on YouTube. Not all of them watch YouTube. Certainly, many don't watch it regularly. So I don't want to be too optimistic about numbers. I try and conservatize it a little bit, but it still will make enough to make a good channel. And obviously, I welcome people of all backgrounds, but obviously, I mean, even if they're white Anglo-Saxon Protestant, but they might not share. They still want to see the world to be a better place, and they're not obviously not white supremacists or people like that. Or I use these terms interchangeably. Obviously, if they're not white supremacists, neo-Nazis, or far right, obviously they're not going to want to support this channel. But I hope to get as many other people as possible to support the channel. Number 9, again, I hope to do as much writing as possible. Number 10, I talked before about timelines, and my ideal timeline I was thinking about last night and today would be, like, on an average day, something like this, roughly at least. Wake up about 8 o'clock, generally speaking. Again, some days might be different. If I had the energy, like, get up this would be an ideal day, I'd say, pretty much a clean version. Wake up about 8 o'clock. Again, some days I might be a bit more flexible or wake up a bit later, but generally speaking, 8 o'clock, and then have my breakfast, and then be ready to write some plans for the day ahead from about 9 to about 10 or 11, and then maybe 10 o'clock, maybe make a YouTube video, or keep writing till 11 and plan it out as best as possible. Sorry, this video is a bit long, and sorry for the live story, I suppose, but 11 to 12 go for a walk, and 12 to 1 either do some typing or writing, or again possibly make YouTube videos, depending on how I feel. But if I haven't done writing for a while, maybe do the writing instead. And 1 to 2 do like as much cleaning up, tidying up, and I hope my mum or other people, if they see this, won't kill me, but like when people call to do chores or errands or something, I'd rather they only do it at that time, like 1 to 2, because the rest of the time I'm like always trying to do something to like in terms of projects to support Asia, like Asian YouTubers and things like that, and tourism and that sort of thing, which I hope to come to. But yeah, about 2 to 6 do as much writing, or well, 2 to 3 or 4 do YouTube videos, and about 4 to 6 do writing again, and then about 6 to 7 go for a walk. At 7 to 8 either rest / sleep, or go or have a shower, or sometimes have a shower about 11 at night, and all being well, as I say, this is an ideal day. And then about 8 to 9 would be to have dinner, and then 9 till 11 or 12 or even 1 in the morning do as much writing as I can, or sometimes make YouTube videos if I get a chance. But I definitely want to do at least an hour's writing a day. So I hope you found this quite interesting. I know I probably delved into a bit of my mad mind and my life story and whatever, or my life story kind of, so to speak, or as I say, nice life story and all that. But please share this video, like and comment and whatever else you like with the information. Peace and love.